The boom of social media has its pros and cons for all of us. Since it's easier to spread and talk about things through various platforms, there's also doubled the chance of you encountering internet trolls. So how exactly can one handle trolls in this day and age? You're in luck because for today's video, we'll be sharing with you what Jordan Peterson advises on how to handle trolls. So make sure you keep watching until the end. But for starters, what is an online troll? An online troll utilizes the internet to purposefully anger or offend others. They may cause a minor annoyance or a significant issue with their behavior. A person who maliciously harasses, assaults, or cyberbullies others is referred to as a troll. They might misinterpret your remarks, bombard you with harmful material, or even use terminology that is racial, homophobic, misogynistic, or otherwise hostile. These trolls should be dealt with right away because all they want to do is make your life miserable. So, are there trolls out there who are harmless? Trolls come in a variety of forms, and not all of them are nasty. Some trolls act in jest when they do it. They are the ones who joke about businesses, make fun of famous people, and crack harmless jokes. For brand managers, these trolls can still be a pain, but they can also be a great source of entertaining social interaction. Some social media companies, such as Wendy's, are well known for engaging in trolling behavior or even making fun of rival companies. So, how does one handle trolls? Here's a comprehensive guide. Internet trolls may hurt social media expertise, whether they are joking about or outright pestering your accounts. Their messages could occasionally just be bothersome. In other instances, a troll may launch a vicious attack motivated by hatred that seriously harms your emotional well-being. For clinical psychologist Dr. Ramani Durvasula, there are certain steps she practices so as not to fall trapped to a troll's taunts, and that is by knowing what they are at their core, a narcissist. Most internet trolls are narcissists. I don't think I've ever met one who's not. So, if we know that the internet trolls, almost without exception, are narcissistic, and then think it's appropriate to have this kind of discourse in public, there's no point in the exchange. You can have the most difficult conversation in the world in a civil manner, and if a person can't find the capacity for civility, they're not worth engaging with. Dr. Durvasula further states that it's not good for your health, so she strongly recommends blocking trolls. If you want to stop a fire, you kill its air supply. Do you want to stop a person? You kill its air supply. And what's their air supply? It's conflict, contempt, and contention. On the other hand, English comedian Russell Brand also has a piece of advice for people who have trolls to deal with, saying, if you're trolled, this is what you seriously generally do. Don't look at it. Don't engage with it. Don't worry about it. If there's something in you that you feel you need to change, reform, cultivate, develop, grow. Find people that you trust and love and truthfully tell them that there are areas where you want to grow and evolve. But for the trolling, as they say, don't feed the trolls. And for all manifestations of negativity, whether it's human beings or saying stuff or typing stuff or thoughts in your own head, learn to develop a distance from it. Grant continues by saying that you should build relationships with people you look up to and who have a proven connection to the truth so you may observe how they live. Although the previous figure's advice is to steer clear from any conflict and develop your inner peace, there are also times that you need to stand your ground against hate speech and trolling. You may be wondering why bother? Well, Dr. Jordan Peterson, a renowned Canadian clinical psychologist, has an answer to that. You're going to get mobbed on social media, so what do? Unless you did something wrong, don't apologize. Maybe you even double down carefully. Carefully, not vengefully, right? Carefully, he stressed. You say, no, that's what I meant, and if you don't like it, too bad, and you get mobbed. You know, if you're a reasonable person and 100 angry neighbors show up at your door with pitchforks, you might be thinking there's something wrong with you, and it's easy to waver and to back down, and maybe you're also afraid. But you know, if you scour your conscience and you're careful, and you said what you had to say, the people who are playing this game will throw everything they can at you for 2 weeks, and if it doesn't stick, you're done. Although it would be ideal if we could completely avoid them, the internet is a dangerous place. Along your journey, you will undoubtedly run against several trolls. Thankfully, we have more strategies and resources available to tackle any troll issue before it becomes out of control. First, we're going to reiterate what the experts have said. Ignore the trolls. Willpower is sometimes the only thing that matters. Trolls need interaction to function. Therefore, without a willing player, they can't play their nasty game. This is where the catchphrase, "Don't feed the trolls," appeared on the internet. It's up to you to keep a tough exterior and, whenever feasible, resist falling for the bait. Use caution because it's not always possible to do this. Leaving the troll alone won't be an option if they are picking conflicts with your consumers or overall making your social media platforms unsafe for others. Another suggestion you could try is to learn the internet. You should get to know your surroundings if you plan to work somewhere specific. That holds true both offline and online. That implies that you should familiarize yourself with both general online trends and those that are relevant to the specialty of your brand. You don't have to be an expert, but you should be aware of what's going on to avoid being taken advantage of. And some resources can be helpful if you ever get lost. Useful resources include the websites Urban Dictionary and Know Your Meme. You can use them to better understand why people keep posting the same image or perplexing catchphrase to your feed. And if you're tempted to reply, think twice. Sometimes it's evident when a troll doesn't deserve a response, but other times you could unknowingly become involved in a joke. If this occurs, don't be hard on yourself. There are numerous instances cases of Twitter accounts supporting major corporations inadvertently responding to an account with a derogatory or hilarious name with the words, "I'm very sorry this happened to you." But keep in mind to pause and consider your response before clicking reply. You need to be alert if you work somewhere where anyone can respond. And if you're absolutely sure that the troll's comment warrants a reply, rise above. You've given it some thought, examined the content cues, and mentally counted to 10. You can just start thinking up a reaction to a social media troll if you still believe it would be wise to do so. Just keep your emotions out of it. Keep in mind that your audience has the potential to view how you handle trolls. You can swiftly de-escalate a situation if you remain composed and communicate. This next one should be fun if you're up for it. Troll back. Although trolling is a more sophisticated tactic that shouldn't be used all the time, you can use it in your larger marketing strategy if it matches your brand and the situation is largely harmless. The best illustration is a classic. Recall how Carter Wilkerson questioned Wendy's in 2017 about how many retweets he'd required to receive a year's worth of free chicken nuggets. Such lighthearted, stupid behavior is the kind that the brand could have easily disregarded. Instead, they made it into a complete thing, which led to it becoming one of the 2010s most popular viral moments. And finally, the best option is always to block or delete them. According to other suggestions, deleting a troll's comments will simply make them more upset. However, if someone is speaking offensively or upsetting your audience, you need to deal with them. Imagine it like vandalism on your storefront. You don't want those remarks to be someone else's introduction to your company. As always, prudence is the key. You can tell if someone is acting dishonestly by using common sense. Give them the axe if they are engaging in hate speech or making others uncomfortable. Rude remarks on social media sites like Facebook and Instagram can be deleted or hidden. Although blocking is typically preferable on this particular site, Twitter does allow users to conceal comments. Your initial tweet will gain an icon if you choose to hide replies on Twitter, acting as a beacon for other curious trolls. This is because such responses are still accessible to anyone who understands how to click on the symbol and read the hidden comments. That may lead to a significant snowball effect in the trolling. And that's pretty much everything you can do on how to handle trolls. Hopefully you learned a lot in today's video and can apply it for future use. Which of these tips have you practiced before? Let us know in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time, and thanks for watching.